Hey guys, just finished watching Gotham. Not sure what numbers or whatnot, but it'll be up there in the title. Up here in the title. Um, it it was definitely very interesting this episode. Um, you know, it, I guess off the bat, I give this episode I guess I guess a 7 out of 10 because it was okay. This episode there was nothing super good like last week's episode. Um, but it was there was parts that I didn't really understand in this episode. Like Barbara, like all of a sudden she just leaves at the end of the episode for no reason. It made no sense why she left, you know, and all that part and all that stuff. That made no sense to me. Why she left and anything like that. Um, it made no sense to me. You know why she left because all it was is he hung up on her. That's it. That's all he did once. He hung up on her once and that's it. The rest is not even his fault. Like it doesn't make sense. She had the opportunity to leave a few episodes ago when he sent her on the bus and she didn't take it. She stayed back to stay with him, you know, and then and now she's just leaving out of nowhere. Like it makes no sense. Like if she really wanted to leave, she would have been gone. She never would. She would have left the first time he made her leave. He made her leave last time, and so I don't see why she's leaving now. It makes no sense at all. Um, what else is there? I mean the parts with that Fish Mooney having that snitch who is with Don Falcone, something like that. I don't know. He's I mean that girl. The whole part was going so well. You know, I feel like it was going to be such a blindside, and also now she's pulling out, and it's just like the only one who's really in control, who's really going, everything's going well for them, is the Penguin somewhat, but all of his stuff, all of everything he has relies on Falcone, so it doesn't like um, it makes it so that if if the other guy there, the guy that Penguin Falcone was Penguin's partnering with, if he if he dies, then Penguin's screwed, or if something happens to him, he's screwed, or he could just turn and just and screw him. Like it's Penguin doesn't have everything. It doesn't have everything under control. Falcone is the only one who has anything under control. I mean, yeah, he didn't know that that girl was a snitch and was a spy and all that stuff, but it it doesn't matter because she's pulling out. Like she's pulling out, and maybe Fish will just get another person, but it'll take that much longer to get back in. And so it's just like it feels like it was so good, just like oh, Penguin's doing so good, but and they don't know that they have this person here, and everyone had someone in someone, but now it's just like it just feels like I mean now no one has. I mean Fish Mooney doesn't have that girl anymore, and and they tortured the information out of. They killed the other guy. Penguin killed that one guy, and it's just it just feels very like very weird. Like no one has everything was it was getting to be so like I was going into this thinking oh yes they have this everyone has someone in like everyone has someone in someone who knows secrets about someone, and there was so much stuff like that was going on. It was so good. It was getting good like that, and now it feels like no one has anyone inside of anyone. No one has a snitch in there and has information, has what I mean, and to see now it just feels like no one. And it's not because anyone used the information. I mean, yeah, the Penguin got the information out of that guy, but that's about it. It just doesn't feel like it was so interesting when it was getting good when everyone had something, everyone had a snitch type thing everywhere, and it felt and it was gonna be it was that mystery of whose stitch is gonna do better, what's gonna happen, whose information is gonna come on top, and then, all that stuff. And now it just felt like none of the stitches were useful. At least the one in Fish Mooney's, hers was built up so much, and then all of a sudden it just, what I mean? She just drops out. Like it just, she killed a person to get that job. Like what? You didn't know? As soon as you get to the point of killing someone for that job, you didn't get that this might be worse than you think. If the audition, the interview. To get the job is requires murder and whatnot. So that part I didn't get. That part didn't make sense to me. What else? I think, yeah, and then with the whole Bruce part. Now Bruce taking and now Bruce going to school and whatnot. it just feels the Bruce character is feels very doesn't feel like the Bruce Wayne that I would expect it to be. I know Bruce Wayne. It can't be. He's not already Batman. He's not this. He's there's so much things that he's not. But he should have already been top in his class. If they're gonna bring him into school, now he's fighting this bully. Now it's this bully that's making him that's making that's gonna that's gonna be the key starting point of him becoming Batman, not his death, his parents' death. Like that doesn't make sense to me. That idea, like that doesn't make sense. It's like it feels like now they're changing it, so that this bully is what started his crime fighting starts him to the path of Batman, and not the death of his parents. I feel like the death of his parents should have a much more bigger role in it. He's not even looking into it anymore. At least from what we know, we don't know. He's not even looking into it. What would be better for the character, more likewise, is okay, have the bullies in there and whatnot, but have him skip classes and he's hacks into, or I don't know if it can't really hack. He breaks into to the computer lab at the school to try and get more information on his parents' death and all that stuff. It just doesn't. I just don't get that part. But other than that, I just don't get. Like he's not becoming Batman. He's just. I mean, he's becoming Batman, but it just feels like not in a weird way. He's not doing stuff. It's not on his own. You know what I mean? At what point is he gonna? Like, I mean, yeah, Alfred knows some training, and that's what he really would want to, which would make sense. He'd want to learn to take out the bully, take care of that. But I just think that I'd rather him, instead of the bully being the reason why, have it more be his parents' death and the crime and everything, the whole crime, all the crime in city in start the death. What starts it is his parents' death, and then he looks into he starts looking at watching the news and realizing how dark and dirty and corrupt Gotham is. And they had that part where they told that Gotham that Wayne Enterprise was corrupted, and then we haven't heard anything more about that. And Bruce hasn't looked into it. At least Bruce doesn't know yet. He's not. He was. It was a few episodes ago. He was worried that. When the guy almost killed him with the gas there, he was worrying that his company, his parents' company was corrupt and all that stuff, and it is, but he's not he's not finding out more about it. He's not double checking everything. He's not, where's where's the guy who plans, who has the plan to take out every member of the Justice League just in case, And I understand that he may not be jump straight to that person. He has to build up to that person, but he still has to be somewhat like, not of his parents are like. I just want him to start getting forward and into it. Now it feels just like he's just there to be there. It's like they may as well just have just sent him off so far. And yeah, now he's starting to become on the start of the path to become Batman, but he's not. I just want him to like I've been saying, solve murder cases on his own, with just look into to stuff. Gordon can't find anyone to help. Have Bruce Wayne just call him up and be like, hey, you need help. I got da 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 or something, or I don't know, just something to make him, other than to make it more like of the crime in Gotham, which pushes him to become Batman, and not just and not just this bully. The idea of this bully is being more of the start of him becoming on the path to Batman than his parents. Like, I felt like it didn't. His parents' death, it feels like it makes him sad and and all that stuff, but that's about it. It doesn't really start the path onto Batman, from what I'm getting to this show. And the parts with Gordon and the Gotham police there and all that was it was interesting. I just don't see how come, what happened to those other guys there from the crime there, national other crime, who are not from there, you know what I mean? Those other guys who saved them from Zaz there, where were they? I don't see how come. Okay, no, not many people were really weren't wanting to help Gordon, Why can't they just get other people from other departments? There must be other people in other cities who are willing to come help. You know, why does it have to stay in Gotham? They're not giving that. I understand the whole show, it's Gotham, you know, and they're not going to bring people in from other cities, but I don't see why. There's no reason why not, you know, and I want a reason why they're not getting, you know, just tell national news, you know, put it on the national news, not just the local news. You know, someone's willing to help. Someone in another city or whatnot and should be willing to help. You know, maybe someone from Metropolis would want to help. I don't know. I guess only time will tell, and we'll see. I just feel like you know, there's other people out there who could help that are not in Gotham, but there's no reason why they're not giving us a reason why they're not going out in Gotham. They can't just be, oh, the show's called Gotham, end the story. I just want more reason than, you know, why he's not getting help from other people. Yeah, now Bullock's trying to is convincing people and getting people to help and whatnot, but that's good and all. But you know, when it comes to another life and death situation, I don't think that's really gonna help, because this whole story with the black mask guy, which was pretty cool, and you know, it was nice to see a new character, a new villain, super villain in here. But he's not connected to the mob. He's not just like that, and they got him. You know, they punched him out, so he's gonna go to jail, and that's it. You know, he's not another gang, another, you know, part of the whole gang and whatnot. So I don't know. It was really interesting, but I just want you know, a little bit more. You know, I want Bruce's parents to be the reason, the reason why he starts becoming Batman. You know, I want just explanations. You know, why Gordon doesn't get help from other cities other than Gotham, and other stuff like that. And it just really doesn't. There's no explanation why or anything like that. And yeah, so those I just not. Yeah, I don't know. So much to talk about. You know, and it's just. You know, it's okay. There's just no reason. There's no reasoning to stuff. You know, where were those guys that helped them from the last one? They didn't want to help stop him. You know, no one caught Zaz or whatnot. You know, he's just gone. Like, we haven't seen him. You know, what is he doing? You know, and doesn't you know, major crimes. Where are they? You know, and all that. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, peace out, guys.